Tiger Woods will indeed be playing at Pinehurst for the U.S. Open, and what can Live Golf do to bring in more fans? Hey everyone, welcome into another edition of On Tour with Jon McCarthy, presented by Callaway. Rob Wong, joined alongside by Toronto Sun national golf writer Jon McCarthy. And John, even if he's not winning much these days, I think golf fans always happy to see Tiger Woods out there. And the news has come out that he'll be playing at the U.S. Open, but with a twist, John.
Yes, Tiger Woods accepted a special exemption into the U.S. Open at Pinehurst this year. It's the first time he's had to accept this sort of exemption into the tournament. When he won the Masters in 2019, that bought him 5 years of exemptions into the U.S. Open, so that had run out, and he hasn't qualified any other way. So for this year, it's a first. Tiger Woods has to accept a special exemption to the tournament, but this is the season where we're expecting to see a little more at a Tiger now. He's not confirmed into the PGA Championship, which is 2 weeks from now, but it's widely expected he is going to tee it up at Valhalla in Louisville. And he said he wanted to play once every month throughout the main part of the year. And we know he doesn't like cold temperatures, or at least the nuts and bolts in his that are holding him together don't like cold temperatures. Well, it's not going to be cold in Louisville and Pinehurst this summer. So I think as Tiger gets used to this new schedule of his, with he's playing not as frequently as he ever did, I think his fans are hoping that maybe he gets into a rhythm and we see a little more out of him than we saw at the Masters, where he made the cut but finished last among players that made the cut.
Yeah, it's hard to compete and win golf tournaments if you're not playing and you're just practicing. So we'll see what that holds for Tiger moving forward. But he's also been busy off the course. He, of course, has launched his new golf apparel. And you better start saving, John, because you're going to need a lot of coins if you want to get some of it.
Yes, you will. Tiger Woods' Sunday Red clothing line. I mean, even coins. You're talking coins. The ball markers in the Sunday Red line start at $65 Canadian. So it won't be cheap. The clothes launched this week. You can get them, on the website, delivered to Canada. But the Canadian prices, they are eye-opening. I mean, we all know golf has gotten more expensive since COVID in everything from rounds of golf to apparel. But the golf shirts on the site start at 160 Canadian and range up to 240 Canadian. And one thing I noticed is you can't get one important item. You can't get a red Tiger Woods golf shirt. The actual Sunday Red that they named the line after still says coming soon. So the tour line that he wears in tournaments is not for sale yet. So if the ones are 240 right now, I got to think the tour line is going to be a bit more than that. But as of now, you can't get Sunday Red golf shirts on the Sunday Red line. Hopefully that will change soon. But another taste of the prices. The t-shirts on there start at $90 Canadian. Hats are $60. So it's not cheap if you want to be a part of the Sunday Red Tiger line.
Yeah, well, if I want to get a shirt, I might have to give up a couple of rounds and just wear it on the street when it does come out. So now that golf is back to their regularly scheduled programming until the next major, Live Golf's still searching for that magic formula to try to bring in more fans and more viewers. John, do you think you have the special sauce on how they could do that?
Well, I was scrolling through social media the other day, and I saw a Crushers post. That's Bryson DeChambeau's team. And it was a little video with Phil Mickelson giving Bryson a lesson in the bunkers. And it was fun content. It was good to watch. It was informative, and it showcased these personalities of guys that Bryson and Phil both sort of recently some people love them, some people hate them. But one thing that they're both pretty good at is on video. I mean, Phil, when the camera's on, he's been witty. He's a charming guy, despite, what his thoughts on some things are, but he's a charming guy in video. And I think the more that Liv can lean into this, the better. Even Bryson DeChambeau, he's got 500,000 YouTube followers, and he's really doing a great job with social media. So I do think that Liv could separate itself from the PGA Tour, and there's an opportunity here. Because the golf world right now is beginning to see a bit of a split between fans that want to watch top-level professional golf and the YouTube golf fans. I mean, there's tons of golf influencers doing great jobs and with huge followings. And Bryson DeChambeau's tapped into a bit of that in his spare time. But I think Live Golf League, they could really separate themselves from the PGA Tour, show that it's pretty fun. There's a fun side to these guys because they stole a lot of the great personalities from the PGA Tour, but right now all we've really seen is what a sort of a net negative it is from the PGA Tour. Like, we know that Sergio and Patrick Reed and Terrell Hatton and Ian Poulter. All these guys aren't on the PGA Tour, but that's sort of all we know is that they aren't there. I think Live Golf can sort of use these great personalities, some of these guys, and leverage it into some great content, some great YouTube content, social media content, and I think they could gain a following maybe that they haven't been able to do with the on-course tournaments. And I think it's a growing part of the game. So I do think there's an opportunity there for Live Golf to take a step forward.
Yeah, they might have to start selling some lessons online or something to make some money. I might buy a Phil lesson here or there if it's available online. It'd be pretty good. But we'll see what happens with Live Golf as they continue to try to sort this out and bring in more viewers. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments section below. You can find all of Jon's golf coverage at the Toronto Sun.